Welcome to Maximising Efficiency with Dext. This time, I'm not joined by my co-host Paul Lodder. I've got Robyn Edwards with me. So Robyn was my colleague in practice, and we're bringing more industry expertise to the world of Dext. So Robyn, welcome to Maximising Efficiency. And today we're going to be talking about Dext Solo. So what is Dext Solo, Robyn, and who's it for?
Dext Solo, so it is going to be for our non-VAT registered unincorporated businesses, so such as like our landlords and our self-employed clients.
Perfect. So it's going to be a great solution for MTD ITSA, is that right?
Yep, definitely.
Perfect. Okay, so we were just having a conversation before this, and MTD ITSA is just around the corner. Some accountants think it's never going to happen. Some accountants do think it's going to happen. However, MTD for VAT did happen, and we think, you're going to need a solution, as those quarterly filings are going to be a little bit of a pain in the neck. But before then, we think that a lot of accountants do struggle with getting information from their sole trader and landlord clients, which makes January a real pain in the neck. And we think Dext Solo is a good solution in the meantime to help ease the pain. And Robyn's going to share her screen, and we're going to jump into the platform. So if you're a Dext user, this is going to be super high level. What I would say is, if you don't understand anything that we're going too quick, I know I speak quick and Robyn probably speaks even quicker than I do, then do please reach out to myself, Robyn, or your account manager. So Robyn, I'm looking here, and this looks like the new Dext. This looks like where I go and access my Dext Prepare clients. Is this the same place where I go and view my Dext Solo clients?
Yep, so this is your client overview. This will have your business clients as well as your Dext Solo clients. So they're all still in exactly the same place, all together, in one place.
Perfect. So let's jump into a Dext Solo client. And Katie Dutz, who is another one of our internal expertise, she's got a dog walking business, as we can see here, and she also has a property business. So how do we add income sources, and is there any sort of limitations to this, Robyn?
Yep, so if in the top right hand corner here is the add income sources. You can add up to, under the properties, you can add as many properties as you like in that one income source. If you wanted to add any more other income sources, you can add up to 4 self-employment.
Perfect, brilliant. Okay, so let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight into a self-employment. So we're going straight into the dog walking business there. And before we go into getting our information in there, getting the clients to send us all their copies of receipts or whatnot, we need to do a little bit of housekeeping and setup. So Dext Solo is a standalone solution. It doesn't connect to Xero, Sage, QuickBooks. You just use it as its own solution. And prices do start at £2.50 per client. So it is quite an affordable solution for you and your business to get over this. So Robyn, talk me through this page here and our sort of setting up our categories, because we're not feeding categories in from our accounting solution. We need accounting categories from within Dext Solo itself.
So here we've got our categories. They are all in line with HMRC categories. That doesn't necessarily mean you can only have them set ones. You can add a category, so you can give yourself a bit more of a breakdown on maybe your turnover or other expenses. You'll also see when you add a category, you have the option to make a percentage disallowable. This could be personal expenses, putting them as 100% disallowable, potentially motor vehicle expenses if you've got your own vehicle, like self-employment do. Maybe part of it is used for personal use, but part of it is used for business use. This is where you'll find them disallowable settings.
Brilliant. So what we're saying here is we have our own personalized sort of chart of accounts and categories. However, each of those links back to a HMRC tax return box. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Perfect. So let's keep moving, and that will come in handy later on when we have a little look at our reporting. So we've done a bit of housekeeping, we've set up our categories, and everything looks nice and neat. So we need to get some information into our inbox within Dext Solo to do our accounting and processing for their tax returns. So Robyn, how do we get stuff into Dext Solo?
So as you can see, if you are a Prepare user, all the same ways of uploading documents is exactly the same for Solo. So we've got that drag and drop, we've got invoice fetch where you can connect to your suppliers, we've got extract by email, Snap or mobile. You'll also notice that we've got create mileage. This is in beta at the moment, but it is on its way. So yeah, exactly the same way as when you're using Prepare.
Perfect. So nothing really to learn in terms of your staff. The onboarding of Dext Solo, if you are already a Dext Prepare user, is going to be super, super easy. And that mileage claim there, I've been excited. I would be excited for that when I was in practice. So I can't wait for that to come. And that is just around the corner. So as you can see at the top there, what was just in there, we could have add costs. We can add our sales in to here, and they come within your inbox ready to be processed like you would see when you were in normal Dext with your business clients. What we can do here is we can go through and we can process these into the categories, and we can allocate these ready to be reported on for that tax return. But as I know, some of our clients don't always send us their items via cost, especially those self-employed clients who have never had to do anything like this before. So often we have to do things on the cash basis, or we need to at least view their bank account because we want to see whether there are transactions that we are missing. So within our bank account section here, we can add bank accounts. We can add bank fees like you'd experience from your QuickBooks, Xero, Sage, free agent sorts of things, or we can manually upload our bank statements via PDF and or CSV and get them directly into here. So effectively, what I'm saying is that if we go into that transactions bit within there, Robyn, we can either do our bookkeeping on a cash basis here, where we can allocate everything straight from the bank account. We can do it on a cost basis, where we're sending in our cost items through the normal methods, Snap on mobile, email in method, or we can do a combination of the two. So really flexible for you guys to get your information off your self-employed and landlord clients. Okay, so Robyn, we've had a little look at that. We've got the information in. We now need to report on it. So there's two reports here. As an accountant, you'll see both of them. And as your clients will only see the transaction summary. So Robyn, what's the difference between the two?
So you will have the self-employment report, which is your tax summary. So this is where you can export it into a CSV. We're not currently integrated with HMRC, but this is coming. The transaction summary, this is more for obviously your client, that can have a bit more of a breakdown of every single transaction that has gone through that tax return.
Perfect. So on this one, Robyn, so these on the transaction summary, this is the personalized categories. Yeah. Is that right? And then the self-employed tax return summary effectively is what it's linked back to in the account. And as Robyn just showed you there, we can expand those tax return boxes to show the sort of client's analysis of those transactions underneath. Okay. So like Robyn said, we're not quite there with HMRC. However, we are in the development process with HMRC, and we will be there by the time MTD income tax comes around. So you will be able to do your quarterly filings directly from Dext. But up to now, you can export those CSVs. That comes in a perfect layout that HMRC wants to do. And you can either go into HMRC's website and type in those transactions, or you can upload those CSVs to your filing tools, whether that's Tax File or Tax Calc or whatever it is you guys are using within practice. So we've set it up, we've got this stuff in from the clients, and we've reported on it all within a couple of seconds there. So we appreciate it's super fast. But we're going to jump in for one last thing. As what we've showed you here is our self-employment income. We're going to jump in to a landlord client here as well. So you can be a landlord client and a self-employed client, but we're going to show you here within our settings, you can add lists, which lets you add a property in here. As we know, we have a lot of clients who have multiple properties, and here you can add as many rental properties as you like. You can also add ownership percentages to your properties. As we know, some of your clients will have properties with their spouse or business partners, and we want to make sure that every time some income or a cost gets allocated to a property, that we only account for the ownership percentage that person personally has. So properties sorted, self-employed income sorted, real-time data collection sorted. That's pretty much it for Solo, providing you a super affordable solution to get your clients to send you all of your information in real time so that you guys don't have a massive pain in the neck when it comes to January. So that is pretty much all there is in Solo. We know that we're super high level, super fast, and there is a little bit more depth to it. And if you want to find out a little bit more, then please do reach out to Robyn, myself, or your account manager at Dext. But we look forward to having you next time on Maximising Efficiency with Dext. Cheers.
Thanks, Max.